Hi folks, I've prepared a screen recording of some basic WordPress block building. So this is less about the quality of the content because I wrote a quick sample blog post, and it's more about the how-to of WordPress. And you'll notice that I use this site Warrior Fresh for a variety of different classes. And that's because web hosting is expensive and you also have to pay for the domain name each year. So I make it work in a multi-purpose way. I'm not going to show the login in this video because I want you to make sure you're following the password that's in the assignment. But once you have scrolled all the way down to the first page and found the login, you'll go to Posts and Add New to start your own. I see that some students have already started adding theirs. That's fantastic. You still have time. And once you do your Add New post, this is what you'll see. It's your blank slate for building your blocks. What I've done is prepared some basic information here with cues to myself of where I want to put the content. And you can see the links are in there as well. So I'm calling this TikTok and Beekeeping Safety. So I'll put my title right where it prompts me to. And then when I'm doing my first block, this is where you have the option to do a paragraph, which is writing, image, columns, etc. And I'm actually going to start with columns. You don't have to. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So it gives me these side-by-side blocks, and within that, I can choose what I want them to be. So the left side, I'm going to do paragraph, and I'm going to lift this whole content here. There we go. Okay, I'll get rid of that tab. And I've already uploaded the images I wanted to use. And when you're ready to do that, you can click on Image and then upload what you've got. Mine's already uploaded, so I'll find it in the media library. And this is the first photo that I wanted to accompany the opening. So I've already started to add in alt text, which is a way of reaching people who are vision impaired. So the alt text, a screen reader can actually read that aloud to them. And without it, the image, they don't have a way to kind of ascertain what it is you're trying to show. So beekeeper stands in your hive with no protective gear. That's what I really want to be focusing on here. And I've got title and caption, and I always forget which is which and how it shows up. So I'm going to just go with it and see how the image looks. You'll do a lot of kind of back and forth of seeing how it goes. So Erica Thompson stands near beehive. I think that's okay. But I do want to add my image credit in here. So what I'm going to do, and there's different ways of doing this, image credit, Texas Bee Works Instagram. And what I did is I took a screen grab of a video that she had posted to her Texas Bee Works Instagram page. What you can do to see if this looks good to you is to preview it. And so it looks kind of funky to me and imbalanced, but what I can do is I can actually slide the text down so it's a little bit more centered with the image. And then I'm going to click this button of preview. And right now I'm working not on the desktop, but on a laptop. And then I'm going to preview a new tab. And so it's going to open up and then show what it'll look like in the actual post. Okay, so that looks okay to me. I've got my image credit, I've got my description, I've got my photo, and it's relatively balanced with the text. So I'm going to go back to my post that I'm making. And I'm going to add another block. I think this block has only showed up in a previous column that I tried to do. So what I'm actually going to do is just hit enter from the title and start with a new block. And once I can do that, I'll slide it to where I want it. So the next block I've got is here. And I'm going to paste my text. And then here's my block, and to move it down, I'm going to have my cursor in the block and then slide it down. Okay. And then I'll hit enter or return to add a new block here, I want to put in my link to the Instagram video, which shows her scooping the bees with her bare hands and no protective gear. And so that's the problem there. But I want the thumbnail to the video to show. So let me see if I link to it in a hyperlink. And I typically do Command K. And then I put my URL in. How is it going to show? I don't think it'll embed it. Okay. So let me look on editing this. Okay, actually without the thumbnail, because I've already got the image taken from the video. So I'm linking to the video. I've got a date for it. Have I said where it was posted? TikTok, each video closes with, okay, let's see. This video recently reposted on the Texas Bee Works Instagram. That's kind of me citing my source here. Okay. And then we've got that. So now I'm going to move to my next content paragraph, which links to criticisms. And I'm actually going to do a full 2 paragraphs here, cutting and pasting it from my Google Doc. And you can see that the paragraphs still stay intact. So I'm going to edit this other link, open in a new tab. If someone clicks on it, same thing here. Open in a new tab. And I know some of this stuff because I've kept bees, but I had to make sure I was citing my sources. So when I looked up information about bees being aggressive, a lot of the beekeeping websites said, don't call it aggressive, it's defensive, but they act aggressively. So that made me slightly alter my word choice here, but also put it into context. And I made sure to link to a source that says that hives can be quite defensive. So not all bees can be scooped by someone's hands. I would highly recommend against that. And so making sure you're just backing up all the claims that you're making is really important. I started to write this other paragraph saying that many beekeepers have criticized Texas Bee Works, but anytime you're making a claim that many people have, you have to cite all of it. So instead I got much more specific and said, specifically, the social media, let's see, another prominent beekeeper with a social media presence. You're not a social media beekeeper. Okay. It's a little clunky word choice, but I will fix it later. Okay, so you're tweaking your content, you're organizing it the way you want. I do have this screenshot from my neighborhood Facebook page. And without referencing the person by name, it seems like the Texas Bee Works page has influenced this person to think that, yes, you can just grab bees with your bare hands. So what I'm going to do for the alt text, because this is a screenshot, is actually type out what the person wrote. So once I put it in alt text, again, someone who's vision impaired, they can have the screen reader read it, but the picture of the Facebook post would not be accessible to them. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for this PSA. These bees, you know what? I think that the dashes might not be easy with a screen reader either. Bees could most likely be picked up and handled by a beekeeper with bare hands, docile and gentle. It's in my bucket. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me there. And this is my own, this is my own screenshot that I took, but I wrote down the date to try and give some context. Okay. And I'm going to add that down below. Okay. It's not the best caption, but we're going to go with it for now. All right, so I'm saving my draft. I'm not publishing yet. I'm previewing it, and we can see how it looks. Okay. Right, we've got our photo credit, we've got our links in there, we have our paragraphing. Okay, and then this turned into italics for some reason. I don't know. We could modify that if we needed to, but there you go. I hope that some of this helps you. Once your post is live, I am gonna go, just make sure I've saved. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how to grab the link. So Warrior Fresh Content, and you could just pretend that this was your post. Here it is, here's the title. You'll click on the title of it, and up here it actually brings up a unique URL that doesn't bring folks to the blog in general, it brings them to your specific post. So you can copy that straight to your LinkedIn or share it however you'd like to. So just wanted to cover that in case you're interested. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care and good luck.